as you consider how we Oregonians move forward with much needed value pricing, please try to ensure that the actions we take address this continuing failure. The initial plan for value pricing that ODOT has developed does little, if anything, to move us in the right direction, and it runs contrary to the spirit of recommendations provided by the Value Pricing Policy Advisory Committee. As a general criticism, which I also apply to the committee recommendations themselves, we're doing too little and moving too slowly to meet the critical challenge of climate change, which is being exposed ever more frequently as a looming disaster for this planet. I understand the tight time constraints to submit an initial application to FHWA, but please don't let that stand in the way of moving forward expeditiously and more rapidly on tolling the entire Portland area freeway system, as recommended by many of the Value Pricing Policy Advisory Committee members, and especially by former Commissioner O'Halloran. In particular, however, I also wish to point out that the actions recommended by the committee for immediate application in December consist of two distinct parts, pricing I-5 and pricing a section of 205. This was represented to the TAC as a test of two paths for pricing implementation. One path is to impose tolls to cover the cost of constructing a facility, and the other path is to impose tolls for the purpose of managing freeway operations so that travel is faster and more reliable, and so that the freeway operates at maximum capacity. The I-5 project was represented as tolling to improve operation, which requires that tolls be set at the minimum level and for the minimum duration during the day needed to achieve optimal freeway operation. A number of committee members emphasized in letters to you that tolling for operation rather than tolling for project funding was the fairest and most equitable approach to value pricing. I believe that the ODOT application to FHWA violates the intent of the committee recommendations by declaring that the revenue will be reserved for the Broadway Wilder Rose Quarter project, rather than declaring that it go into the congestion relief fund that is under your commission's jurisdiction. You should remove the project earmark from the FHWA application. When it becomes clearer when and how much revenue will come from pricing I-5, you can undertake a separate analysis to determine whether the Rose Quarter project is the most cost-effective and equitable plan to spend congestion relief fund money.